Hey guys, this is John Tech Gaming here with the Kerbal Space Program. Thanks for watching. This is my first actual video that I put up on YouTube. My other video was more of a PowerPoint, so I really appreciate it. Uh, this is the first time I've actually uploaded something with audio behind it to YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoy what I'm going to end up calling here the Failed to Get into Space program of Kerbal Space Program. So essentially what I'm trying to do here is I got some guys stuck on a probe in orbit. I really need to get them down so I can kind of clean up what's going on out there. It's more of an excuse seeing as that's the only thing I have in orbit. But anyways, so I wanted to design a space plane that could get up there and get them back down because I've never really accomplished too much with that before. So I really want to use this design by the B9 Aerospace pack, which I have installed, along with Mechanical Jab, which is something I really need to use because I'm using a keyboard for one here. It's a bit easier to fly these things with the joystick. And two, I'm no good with rendezvous, so the Mechanical Jab really helps with that. So I'm gonna skip forward a bit here in the design process just so I can save some space on my computer, just so that I don't consume too much. I'm kind of limited right now, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to clean that up a bit. So thank you. Hey, so I'm back. I have a plane built. It is called the BSRS. So, and then it's Frigendorf, which is a personal joke, but so sorry about the frame rate as well. I'm using a laptop to record this. Someday I'll have a faster computer. I'm getting another a different laptop that should be faster sometime soon. So hopefully that'll be a bit better for this. But I had to reduce the screen resolution to bump up the frame rate a bit. But so here we go. I'm gonna try and fly this thing. Hopefully get into orbit. I'll probably end up skipping through a bunch of this too because it's just miscellaneous flying. And oddly enough, I forgot to mark some of these lights to turn on with the keys, so that's a bit of a pain, but they don't really do much. Taking off was also a bit of a pain. So also, Mechanical Jab, interestingly enough, cannot fly space planes. I'll show you a bit here of the plane. It's got the B9 Aerospace Pack Sabre engines on it, so when I get up to altitude and run out of intake air, I'll be able to switch them over to rocket mode. So there we go. So let me skip forward here a bit. So one thing I've gladly, or not gladly, but forgot to notice was that the fuel here is running low. So I don't notice it in this view, but since this is a voiceover. But so the fuel runs out with the oxidizer that is used to move the Sabre engines in space. So my synergistic air-breathing rocket engines just killed, and I am nowhere near my target orbit. So I'm gonna have to redesign this sometime. But for now, I'll show you that I kind of wanted to land the plane too. So landing it was a bit interesting because I was unable to slow myself down, so I kind of had to work off of the whole atmosphere drag. I do have a bunch of drag flaps on here to slow myself down, and I have a small amount of liquid fuel left, which with the highly efficient air-breathing engines, I should be able to, once I'm back in the atmosphere, get back into moving. Won't get me anywhere far, but at least will give me some control over where I land so I don't ditch myself in the ocean. Also disappointing, it's conveniently on the dark side of the planet, so I can't see where I'm going. So, yeah. This big rescue vehicle is now badly in need of, yep, you just heard me switch over the things to air breathing there. Badly stuck in space. Well, it's not stuck, it's coming back down, but so, yep, let me skip forward here to re-entry. And okay. And so here I am, about to re-enter the atmosphere. You can see my intake air is going back up. I'm trying to use the RCS to keep myself kind of up. Oh, there you go. There's those plasma trails coming in. Just to give you a look there. Those Kerbals look so scared. I got nothing to worry about. Just going to come in here. I'm still kind of worried about where I'm going to land at this point, seeing as I can't see anything. RCS is, SAS is on. You can see my speed there just dropping greatly in the center bottom, top of the navigation unit there. Okay, so we're finished going through the upper atmosphere. We're still falling straight down very fast. So at this point, I decided to, or at least coming up here, I decided to activate the engines. When I went through the atmosphere, I had turned time warp up to make it go a bit faster, because everything was moving really slow. So I had neglected to turn it off, hence the derping aircraft here. So this is what it would look like in a catastrophic situation. However, thankfully, I noticed this and kind of disabled it. So I'm going to skip forward here towards landing. There's a small patch of land really far off, but I do make it to it, so let me skip here to landing. So here I am, I'm coming in towards land. I'm surprised I even saw this, because I don't have any lights in the front of this thing to light it up, and I'm still hovering only 500 meters above the surface of the ocean. So this is going to take me a little bit to get through. So I do kind of fire up the engines to keep myself level. I don't want to be coming in towards the ground at more than 5 meters per second. My speed can be relatively fast, but I don't want to be hitting the ground with a downward velocity of more than 5 meters per second, because that'll throw it apart. So as I get closer here, you may start to notice, earlier than I did even, that the ground is not exactly as flat as it might look. So there is a hill in which I'm flying straight at. So I kind of want to go alongside of it, and so that I can land in a more flat area, like over here, because that'll be essential. So kind of tilt the plane here and see if I can land. I'm surprised they even made it this far, because I'm really bad at this. So sometimes when I've tried this, it's not ended well. We'll just put it that way. But I am getting better at it. So, and I mean, this mission kind of attests to that fact. Even though we never accomplished the real goal of retrieving the spacecraft and its crew. Actually, it's the crew's all we care about. We ditched the spacecraft in orbit anyways. We're actually like burning up in the atmosphere. So still a bit too close to the mountain, closer than I would like to be. Yet again, I apologize for the poor quality of the recording. I had to turn it down, otherwise you'd be watching a good quality recording at less than 3 frames per second, I'm guessing. It's honestly not amazing. So yeah, as I'm coming in for a landing here, you'll notice I'm going about 68 meters per second. I try and tilt because I'm going to end up landing on the side of the mountain here, and okay. Stabilizing isn't really very easy with one wing, and keep losing it. I'm surprised this thing bounces as much as it does. Honestly, this is ridiculous. It doesn't need to keep bouncing like this. Come on, stop. Thank you. That's a delightful way of halting a spacecraft, sliding it on its roof. Just a wonderful way of doing it. Out of fuel, out of charge. I'm out of fuel because I kind of ditched the plane, but everyone's safe. The Kerbals are happy, and they're home, and they're not dead, which is probably the most important thing. So, this has been the first ever Failed to Get into Space program by John Tech Gaming. I will hopefully post more of these as I find time between school and other activities to make some of these videos. And I will see you next time. Thank you.